Here we are, Donald. The 4x4 box ambulance, which was destroyed by British car auctions, who of course decommission these vehicles for the Scottish NHS. Shout out to the Scottish NHS, by the way. What a joke, you know. If you consider these vehicles that we're getting in directly off the east of England, and they're just amazing to work with because they're not decommissioned. I did actually tell myself that I'd never buy another ambulance that was decommissioned ever again, but the story with this is Donald contacted us, told us he was looking for a 4x4 box ambulance. This came on the desk, I was like, go on then. And so we've put it back together, reluctantly, and it's sort of okay. It's not perfect, but it's definitely functional now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heater off because that is noisy. So of course, just from our stores we had a Genesis control in, and of course all of the modules as well, which we've reinstalled into this vehicle. So yeah, really cool though, you know, 4x4 Sprinter box. You know, I've recently established that the best vehicle to get is a box ambulance. You know, they're just so well insulated. The squareness just makes so much sense. And when people go on about, well, they're so big going down these lanes, come on guys, push the wing mirror in on any vehicle, the wing mirror is still going to be wider. So unless you're taking wing mirrors off vans when you're going down roads in Cornwall and Italy and places like that, you'd be stupid not to get one. Wide in the scene lights on this one. It's currently on charge. Leisure batteries are in there. I've wired them up in such a way that they're all supporting the lights and the heating and stuff like that. As obviously when it's an ambulance, it has a communications battery, so that's all been sorted. That of course is now charging both the leisure batteries and the chassis battery, and it is an auto eject. So if I start the engine now on this thirsty V6, pop straight out. Pretty dark in the cab, isn't it? Yeah, no fuel. Classic base fan. We'll have to pop some in there. But there's no warning lights on the dash, which is always nice. A plethora of spare keys. I've tested them all, by the way. They all work. But yeah, if anyone wants an automatic van, the Sprinter's the only ones to go for. These 7Gs are really good. Big fan of them. I think Donald's contemplating making a cut through. It's not as simple as the cut throughs on the Snowflake vans. There's a lot more to it. So we'll get to that at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, these vans here, I just love them. Thank you, God. Okay, so going around it, obviously with it being a Sprinter, you're going to find a bit of rust. Me and Donald have actually had a look at this van on the ramp a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, it wants an underseal at some point, but it's certainly not terrible. I know I keep on comparing the Snowflakes, but galvanised, you know. Christ, almost tripped over. Made these cover plates for the front. They look really bad. Really bad. Like, I almost want to take them off. Made some cover plates for where they've taken the lights off as well. Unfortunately, they've just hacked away with the CCTV system, otherwise that would have been quite cool. If I had a bit more time, probably could have got it all going again, but I'm just so busy with these vans, it's It's kind of crazy. Coming around the near side. Oh yeah, so I swapped the back tyres. So you've got, on the rear axle, you've got 4 new wheels and tyres. So pretty much a brand new set. Obviously I've stripped the brakes off. It's all got new brakes on the back as well. So you're rolling pretty strong with this one. Got the external storage. And this step, which the ambulance service have removed and dicked around with, and they couldn't get it going, and neither could we. So it's not ideal. You basically have to manually push it back in with your foot. So if I shut the it's okay. It's okay. So what have we got working on the inside? All of these sockets are now working throughout, and yeah, that's all good. Obviously, we've messed around with the Jenny sys, so we obviously don't need the ignition on to have these additional functions working. I've got the aircon, and obviously the diesel heater working, and the different light modes working as well. So yeah, I mean, in essence, it's good to go. Oh, and I have hardwired the lift in. Got the XR400 there. We'll just see if this will actually lift. So I'll just set my camera up down here. Okay, so I'm going to plug it back in. The battery must be a bit too flat. Okay. So the option is either, is that following me? Let me just set it up to follow me. So if I just do this, fancy cameras these days, guys. Do it like that, turn it around, and then we're there. God, I'm not very good at this. All right, ignore me. I'll tell you what I'll do. Set this up in here, like that. Yeah, that'll do. So, come over to this controller now, and it's liking it. No problemo. And just for anyone else that's a bit of a fantasist, like myself, you can see how much space you've got left once you've got the XR400 in. Okay, so like that. There we go. Strap it to the unwind tracking, strap it to these seats. You're looking pretty good, aren't you? Ooh. Twist that round again. Get some lights on. So yeah, what's happening to this gimbal now? Gimbal's reached endpoints. God, what another terrible video from baseman.com. So there you go, 500 kilogram capacity. Morocco ready. So, have I missed anything out? Full MOT, full service, got everything working. recommissioned it as best I could. And yeah, it's pretty gangster. So yeah, if anyone's interested in a 4x4 Sprinter box ambulance, good luck, because I've only seen probably 10 in the last 15 years. So well done to Donald for pulling the trigger on this one. I know that you want to keep this one for the next 20 years. And of course, down at my warehouse, I've got all of the parts to keep this van on the road. Generally speaking though, gearboxes are bulletproof, engines are pretty bulletproof. Most of it's pretty bulletproof, to be fair, just the rust. So should be all good. If anyone is interested in the Project Snowflake vans, I can't believe how well they're selling actually. It's crazy. But yeah, basically these vans are just, they're a dream for us to get ready. And unlike the Euro 6 variant with AdBlue here, these ones here are the only vehicle I've ever heard of or seen that are Euro 6 that don't have AdBlue. So that is one of the problems with this Sprinter really, isn't it? It's the AdBlue, but it's the way the world's going, and we all know that the way the world's going just isn't the way we wanted it to. But it is what it is. Anyway, another depressing video from baseman.com. Keep it real, people.